Everybody, this is DJ Richkid Rich, Dreadlock Bitch, and just wanted to talk about opening tracks, especially on your SoundCloud, because a lot of people are starting mixes on their SoundCloud. Not like that. Just like that. Here's the first track. What happens is it's like, you gotta think of an opening track as like a ride that you're getting on a roller coaster. And it has to start slow, like if you've ever been to Great America and you strap on, you sit in the seat first, and then they pull the strap down, right? And you're not even moving yet, but you're feeling the anticipation of the ride to come even before you move. So an opening track must start slow like this. Or for example,
your admirers can be friends.
You could start an opening track just
the harem
a
effect.
vocal or something, and then build it into
raised her value in
something
men's eyes by always
slow.
having a group of worshipful men around her at balls and parties. If she went for a walk,
especially in a SoundCloud, 100% of the time, this is how it should start. Because if you start fast, it's just hard. Like, I mean, to keep building like you were actually on a roller coaster.
was enough to suggest.
And that's why I can't really listen to people's SoundClouds that just start like that, man. It's the first track. It's just, I mean, it's not that it's a bad track. It's just that you don't leave yourself the opportunity to build depth and progression and use different genres to tap into the emotions of what a roller coaster ride should feel like. And I truly feel that way. On my SoundCloud, all my mixes start with a true opening track. So DJs, I think you need to use true opening tracks, and I would love to hear more SoundClouds with true opening tracks. I'll give you a few more examples of what I also, and you can look at my SoundCloud.com/RichkidRich, and they're all the first, the first track, the first 2 minutes. If you listen to them, they all start as true opening tracks, because it allows me to build depth and emotion and hit my favorite different genres, deep progressive house, like build, I always start with opening tracks. I have a whole collection of them. Here's another one. This one, it's called Lengthening Shadows, I think. I shouldn't give you an name there. It's on my SoundCloud. And you'll notice you have to use a true opening track, especially on a SoundCloud. And most of the time, I would say 80 to 85% of the time. Okay, I'm going to find another one. 80 to 85% of the time, even in a nightclub, you need tracks that are opening tracks that, especially if the DJ is coming in playing, 130 BPMs before you, and say most of your best music is at 124 to 128, or something, so you really want to, be able to reset the vibe so that, and the reason you want to do that is so people in the back of the club, hold on, number 6 here, even if they don't see you, they should emotionally feel a difference and know that there's a change of DJs going on. Here's another one. They should know without even seeing you. This isn't necessarily the most perfect example because it does kind of have a beat, but you can tell it's a really chill kind of beat. So let me see if I got some better examples here. Let me take that one out. So let me how about number 3 here? So, I really think it's pivotal, and the opening tracks don't have a beat right away. They should, the first 30, that's not one. The first 30 seconds should, basically just have an ambient kind of sound. I got 2 opening tracks on this one. Sometimes they're just words or a cool sample. That's one I just used, but here's another one. This is a true opening here.
multiple SWAT units responding code 3 to CP at 127th and Adelaide.
Play this right into a track. Let's see.
356 Southeast Division.
Make aware of active 6-4. Control Bridge away and put me out on the daily average.
Well, here's an example of how I would go from this into something. And this is how I would start a set. Could be just because you really have to, the DJ's playing way too hard in front of you, you know, or you know, it just helps you reset the vibe, you know, and boom, you come right into your track. So there's an example. We did a few. Let me see, here's another one. Okay. And, you know, you gotta do it. It just allows you to build depth so you can play the music you want to play. And you don't have to get stuck being like, oh, I'm gonna necessarily, I gotta come in harder than a guy that's playing, you know, some raging techno. It's like, no, you can really reset the vibe, but you do need, you know, a handful of opening tracks, and they need to, you know, have at least a 20-second minimum. But I'd ideally want probably 40 seconds to a minute and a half. And there's not too many tracks that are written like that, so when you find them, you have to classify them. I always put O after the name of the track in parentheses. And that's how I know it's a track I can play after any DJ in the world to reset the vibe so I can share the music that moves my soul, which unfortunately, like, it is multi-genre because, I mean, not unfortunately, it's fortunate because I'm a music collector, and I like to display as much emotion in music as I can. So fortunately, I have these opening tracks, and you should too. It would be silly not to. And it can allow you to be the artist that you're meant to be and reset the vibe, so even when people don't see you and how pretty you are, when you get up there doing your thing energetically, they should feel the shift. My name's DJ Richkid Rich, and you can tell the Richkid Rich is good looking.